y'all. I know I said I was gonna make a makeup tutorial page, so I'm gonna do a little makeup, and if you guys have any questions you can drop them in the comments. So usually I start with my eyeshadow, and the reason I do that is because I found when I put my foundation on that when I do my eye makeup afterwards and the eyeshadows, you know, falling down here and I mess up, and then I'll mess up my foundation. So I've learned from various makeup artists to go ahead and do your eyes first, your eye makeup and your eyebrows. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna pick some reds and oranges and coppers today to match my outfit. Okay, so the first thing that I did is I primed my face, and right now I'm using Smashbox until my Bobbi Brown comes in, because I gotta have that Bobbi Brown moisturizer cream. I use this 24-hour Shadow Insurance by Too Faced. It's a good primer for eyeshadow. I like it. Alright, so we're gonna bring our palette out, which obviously I have lots of palettes. We have Urban Decay, we have Ulta, we have Too Faced. So we're gonna combine a couple of these. It's hard to find a deep red sometimes, and I like doing deep reds. So we're gonna start with a deep red. Oh wait, let me show my color here. Okay, so we're doing this color right here. So we're gonna put that right where our eye creases. And it's looking a little bright red, so I might want to deepen it. But I'm gonna do my brightness first, and then I can go a deeper color if I want to. Okay, so there's one. I know I'm kind of looking like a clown right now. That's okay. It'll look beautiful. Hopefully. Okay, so there's our red. And I feel like I want to go a little bit deeper with the red. So I'm going to find me a dark red, or actually I'm going to do a little bit of this purple right here. Okay, and we're just going to go a little bit over top, right at the bottom. So it just kind of fades, but do you see how it makes it deeper on this side? So we're gonna do that to the other side. I don't want to do the purple and, you know, go over my red so you can't see the red. So if you need to, you can always go back and just edge it up. So that way the red is able to be seen along with the purple. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with copper color. So we're gonna do, well, we're gonna do this color and this color. Which is kind of an orangish. And we're gonna put that right on the lid. I don't think my lighting's the best, but you know, we'll get better. And I have found that if you want your colors to look deeper, you want to use a matte color, which seems kind of obvious, but you know, I didn't know that starting out, and I really like glitter, and I like glitter eyeshadow, so I had to invest in some matte colors so that I could put my sparklies over it. Okay, and then we're going to use this shimmery color. It is called, oh, Euphoric. Ooh. And I'm going to put this in the corner and then just kind of blend it into the orange. And it'll just make a nice little combo there. And then we'll go here. So we have a nice blend. And then I use the Buxom. I don't even know how to say this correctly, but it's a good brand, and this is their white eyebrow highlighter. So I'm going to take my highlighter and enhance my arch a little bit. I don't want to go too deep into my color because I don't want to dull my color. Unless you don't want it to be as bright, then you can dull your color if you'd like. But I just want to get a little highlight here and then bring it down to the side just a little. Man, this lighting is really not good, guys. I'm sorry. I promise on my next video it will be better. Okay, so now we're going to go in with our eyeliner, and you don't always have to do black eyeliner, so we're going to do like a really dark burgundy eyeliner from Tarte. And when I say it's a really dark burgundy, it is not the color of this. So I do pull my eyelid very gently up and out, and then look straight ahead. I start in the middle of my eyelid, and I bring it down to where my eye crease is right here. Then if I want to bring my wing out, I start where you want it to end, and then I go straight over and match it to my line. And then I just connect right here, and there's your wing. And then if you want to continue it all the way down, you can do that. Be careful how you hold your eyeliner, because if you're going for a skinny line and you hold it to the side, you're going to get a thicker line. If you hold it more on point, you're going to get a thinner line. So I want a thinner line closer to the inner part of my eye. And you don't want to pull your eye too much, because then it's not going to match up when you let it go. So, but there's the eyeliner wing. And we'll do the other side. We'll pull it just up a little. Start in the middle. And we'll come down to our eye crease. And then we want to make sure our wings match on both sides. So we'll do our dot and then continue up. Oops, blinked. It's okay. You can fix mistakes, discoveries, whatever you want to call them. Okay. And then match it up. Okay, and we have our wings. And continue this one down the rest of the eye. Okay, so we have our wings. And then I do like to take white eyeliner and put it on my waterline. I feel like it really brightens the eye color, makes your eyes seem a little bit bigger. And for the longest time, I would not put any makeup on my waterline, because, you know, there was that rumor going around that, you know, it's going to make you have bad eyesight, and of course I cherish my eyesight, but you can see this eye with no white eyeliner and this eye with eyeliner, the white. It just really makes it pop, so I really like that. Okay, so we'll do this side. Okay, so there's our white. And now we're gonna do our mascara. This is my favorite mascara that I have found, and I use a lot of different mascaras to see which one is the best. This is called Thrive. Thrive Cosmetics, like with a cause. And this stuff has a cause, because I do not have to use a primer on my eyelashes anymore. I was using the Urban Decay, and I found that with this, I didn't even need to include that extra step, because it was just so defined, and it really adds length to your natural lashes. And then that's less I have to take off at the end of the night, okay? And I know my eyebrows are looking a hot mess right now. Just work with me, guys. See, like here, if I mess up, if I would have had my foundation on, I would have smeared my foundation, and then I would have had to go back over it. So I have found personally that doing your eye makeup before you do your foundation is a lot better and a lot easier. I also feel like it makes your eye makeup look a lot cleaner, because it's already done, and then you're putting your foundation around it. And I've seen with other people who have worn makeup like that, their eye makeup looks so clean and their foundation looks flawless. And I was like, how did they do that? I always have a little bit of, you know, black stuff here or eyeshadow powder, and I try to go over it, and then it's not perfect, and I feel like I've messed up my whole face for the day. Well, my makeup, of course. So I looked it up, and then I asked somebody, and one of the makeup artists I studied with said to do your eye makeup first. So definitely a great tip, and that is not my tip, it's passed on, but you can pass it on from here, absolutely. Okay, so we'll do the other eye. The only thing about this mascara is that you can't be too slow with it. It sets really quickly, but if it does start to set, just, you know, dip it back in and then go back in. But like I said, I did not have to keep using the primers with my mascaras anymore because of this right here, this Thrive. Which is funny because I take Thrive from the Lavelle company. There's my kid creeping on me. Hold on. Hold on, please. Hold on a minute, please. Okay, and then the last thing I do with my eyes, if I can find my little brush. I have this little brush here, and I put some sparkles. And my go-to for my sparkles is always and forever will be Lime Crime. Lime Crime, I swear by all of their products. I love them. They're always vibrant or exactly what they say they're going to be. And I really love that. So let me find the one I'd like to use. Actually, okay, so we're going to use this one, this pinkish color. So I just take the applicator and I just put a tiny little dot on there. And then I go into the corner of my eye and just dot it. And then I just spread it out a tiny bit in the very corner of my eye so that it just really makes it kind of sparkle. I know you can't see it too much right now, but that's kind of the idea, that I want it to be subtle. I don't want to have glitter everywhere. Well, of course I want to have glitter everywhere. But you want your eye makeup to look professional and sleek. You can't always just glitter everything up. I know, I just said that. Huh. Okay, so there's our eye makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed my eye makeup tutorial, and I'll be doing the rest of my face, and I'll be doing more tutorials. So the next time I come in, I'll be doing eyebrows, or I'll be doing contouring or lips and foundation. So stick with me, and thanks a lot, guys. It's Nikki.